Hi, my name is Joe Jackson. I'm a journalist, author, interviewer and a broadcaster. It's now early 2024 and Cillian Murphy is currently hot because of the movie Oppenheimer, which I have yet to see. And 20 years ago, he was hot as a result of the movie 28 Days. It was around that time I interviewed the guy, who incidentally, I'd previously interviewed for a stage column in an Irish rock magazine about the play Disco Pigs, which then became a film. But here, just for fun, and because his face was being plastered all over the place, I decided to kick off our interview by asking if he wants me to break his nose. Why I asked that question, you will find out in a moment. And by the way, this is one of those podcasts I describe as a single, because it runs roughly 5 minutes. If you want to read the full article I wrote out of the chat I had with Cillian 20 years ago, keep an eye on my website, joejacksoninterviewer.com. In the meantime, enjoy.
Perfect time.
Okay, would you like me to break your nose?
What?
It's a lightweight intro.
All right.
Marlon Brando once said that the best thing that ever happened to him was when he was sparring on the set of A Streetcar Named Desire, his buddy Cox broke his nose and it made him less pretty. And he thinks it's the best thing that ever happened to him.
All right.
So any inclinations, I'm not asking you will I do it personally. The pretty image, because I have a question that an actor gave to me, a response when I told her yesterday I was coming down to see it. The first thing she talked about was, she said, you have to see 28 Days Later. He has fantastic eyes, and then he's fantastic in it. But it's like the first thing is the physical thing. So what I'm asking you, is that any kind of a drawback? Is it something you're aware of? Do you give it down? Because I've seen also the Elle magazine covers, the big close-up, you know.
Yeah. We decided to come up here to him, if that's all right. Do you need to work here?
Is it any way a drawback? Is it any way partly what you're happy to be?
It's not something that has ever really been part of my sort of, acting consciousness or whatever way you want to describe it. I've never. I just want to be a good actor,
But has it become more to the fore this year with the
film?
High media attention and the kind of magazine covers and all that?
Well, 28 Days Later did well in America. It made a lot of money.
Right.
So therefore, the way this system works over there, people become interested in you if you're in a film that makes a lot of money, sort of almost arbitrarily, like almost, regardless of your performance in the piece itself.
Yeah.
And so then they put you in magazines and stuff. But that, that's the way Hollywood works. And I think I've been pretty good in terms of not spreading myself too thinly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I've been pretty choosy in what I do in terms of publicity. But it's the nature of the beast. You can't avoid it. You can't.
Well, would you purposefully avoid selling yourself as a kind of sex symbol, male fantasy figure, romantic figure, whatever it is?
Yeah, I've never really felt under pressure. Oh yeah, good luck, man.
Good luck this year.
Good luck.
Okay.
I've never really felt any under pressure to be pushed into that. I've got really good people looking after me. I mean, the thing about doing magazines and stuff is that it's part of the game.
All right.
I don't do TV. I won't do live television. I won't.
Right.
I don't want to become a personality in any way.
Okay.
But in terms of the physical thing, it's never been an issue, and it's also, I don't think it's ever so far limited me in any way.
Okay. Does it become an issue in this? And the last question about 28 Days Later, slapping your willy all over the screen? Because a lot of women have to ask themselves. Well, even it being there in the first scene, and there's a few nude shots in it. Did you have to make a decision? Like Charlotte would make decisions against a movie or for a movie, depending on if the context is right. Did you automatically feel, no, this is okay, it suits this sci-fi, this kind of zombie horror genre?
Well, if you want it, in terms of the narrative of the story, we meet this character, and he's like, it's like Adam. He's like the last person left, and it's like a rebirth. There's so many different reasons that it's justified. Also, it cut straight from monkeys, so you've got this sort of simian pose that he's and it was like there's all these different reasons. Okay. It's like he's born again, so it doesn't bother me.
So it seemed right, rather than to be in the green suit you then put on to be actually nude in the first scene.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an arresting image, a striking image, and Danny Boyle is not a stupid man. He's a very intelligent man, and we sat down and talked about it. And once I can rationalize a decision in my mind, then I'm happy to do it.
I heard your family gave you flack though when they first saw it, or your buddies laughed at it when they first saw the scene, did they?
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, your first introduction of the character in the film. Yeah, but sure, fuck it. It really is a, you know.
It's small, of little importance. But can you see the sense in the question that if you do become, you're saying you avoid becoming a celebrity. If you do become a sex symbol or romantic icon, it could detract from just the purity of the acting.
But how the. Oh, your question being, do you want me to break your nose? I suppose, how the fuck do you avoid something like that? And I don't know. I mean, I am what I am.
But you're aware of these processes.
Yes, but I don't make an effort to present myself as these parts or this perception. I certainly don't put any effort into like appearance or anything like that. So that is just something that I can't do anything about, isn't it?
Hi, Joe Jackson here again. I thank you for listening to this podcast, and don't forget, if you want to check out some of my articles, go look at joejacksoninterviewer.com. Thank you.